All right, so here's how we add a contact form for our email autoresponder, or an opt-in form that I'll call it throughout this video, to our website. So you got your stuff added, open up here on your website. You've got your pages. So the first place we're going to go is our contact page. And so we're going to just sit here and let that be ready. And now I'm inside of my Aweber account. There's a link to Aweber below this video. And so what we'll want to do is actually manage lists. Because if you're brand new, you don't have a bunch of these lists, right? So what you want to do is create a list. And today the internet is slow. So today's list is going to be the example. And we'll just leave that there. I'll leave this address here. Now, what sender name and email address should appear with your email. So this is going to be the name and email that people see when your automated emails go out to them. So when they raise their hand to become a lead to get a quote, or they've put their information in on your contact form, there's going to be an email that's automatically kicked out to them. And this is going to be the name and email address that they see on that email. So put your name or your company name, and then whoever's running, sales, doing the initial follow-ups, put all that information here, and then we can click next step. And then list name, LCB example. I really don't put too much effort into the description because nobody ever sees it. Next step, language, all the standard stuff is fine to leave. We're going to change this confirmation message. We're actually going to turn it off in a sec. Can't turn it off here, but so approve message and create list. And then what we'll do is we will come to list settings, because once we're already in this example, right, you'll see your drop down list. I've got hundreds of them here, but so you've got the list name, all the stuff we just put in a second ago. So notifications first is very important, because if you don't know you got leads coming in, well then you're not going to be able to call them. So I would just put my name in, and then matt@localcontractorblueprint.com. And what this does is this is the email address that'll get the notification every time a new lead comes in. So we'll save the settings there. And now what we want to do is confirmation message. So we want to turn this off. The reason why we want to turn this off is because if it's on and somebody puts their information in to become a lead for you, they have to go to their email, open up a confirmation message that pretty much says, hey, did you really mean to sign up for this? Click a link, and then that person gets added to your database. That's when you'll get the phone number and the email, and that's when you can start following up. But the problem is that I've seen there's kind of a drop off in subscriptions when you have that thing on, because people just don't have time or they don't see it, right? They get a million emails every day and they don't see that confirmation message. So I just turn it off, so that way the moment they opt in, you get their contact info, their phone number, their email address, and you can start the follow-up process right away. So we'll keep that off. We'll save the settings, and we're good to go. Awesome. So now we have sign-up forms. This is what we're going to put on our website. So what we want is name, obviously email, new custom field. We want a phone number. Next, it's going to be a text input. The value is phone. I'll leave that empty. Save field. And then create a new custom field. Now you can go as in-depth as you want. You can ask for the full property address. You can ask for the project zip code. Doesn't really matter. I get it from everybody. So actually, let's do this. Let's do project address. Text input, save field. And then let's add another one. City, just for example, state or sake. And with us separating all of these things, once we set up the automation to have their information go into our CRM, our customer relationship management software, because that's really where you're going to be working out of. all of these fields will help populate a new record type in your CRM, but we'll go through that in another video. So city, state, I like it, I like it. Save field. So now we have a drop down for our state. They pick the state. And then zip. Next. Text input. Save field. Good to go. So you've got the form here. So we'll save our form. Then we'll go to step 2. So this web form is going to be called contact page. And the thank you page, we want to send them to a custom page. So we want to go, since we're working on this website, if I could spell Utah, /contact thank you. Okay. Now I don't have this page yet, so we're going to go make it really quick. And there's a few reasons why you want a thank you page. The biggest one is for conversion tracking. So when we're running paid advertising, the only way we can really tell how people are converting into a lead and like how much money it requires us to spend in order to get a lead, we need conversion tracking on this thank you page. So we've got the contact thank you page. So we're going to do save, even though these pages don't exist yet. And then real quick, what we're going to do is come back and we're going to click add new page. And we're going to call it contact. Exactly what we did. Thank you. And we'll publish it. And then we want to make sure that we edit this URL because there was no hyphen in between the thank you. So we'll click save there. Click update. And then we say, thank you for reaching out about that project. Someone from our team who within the next 1 to 6 hours. Boom. Update. And we'll just take a preview of that page. So simple, right? Very, very simple. So now we'll go back here. All that's set. We'll go to step 3. Now we're going to do I will install my form. So there's a couple of ways to do this. There's JavaScript and then there's raw HTML. Raw HTML is a little bit more for the customized stuff. For this contact page, the JavaScript is perfect. And when we do these, build them out for like the sidebars and stuff, JavaScript is perfect as well. So we'll just copy all this code that we just selected here. We'll come back here. We'll go to pages. We'll come to contact, click edit. And then we're going to need a new block. Let's see if we can find HTML. So custom HTML. And we're going to paste our code here. And we're going to click update. And so now we have our form, right? So it's perfect. Now if we want to edit, because I don't like that big header up here, so I want to come back here and edit this. So let's go back to design. And header, I want to just delete it. So we'll get rid of that. Powered by Aweber, we can delete that. That's fine. Save your form. So now when we come back here and click update, it should automatically change it. At least that's how it used to be. Let's see. Cool. So we got rid of that space bar. So the other thing we can do is we can change the width on it because it seems pretty narrow, right? So we can make this a little bit wider. Make it easier for folks. Save form. And then when we refresh our actual thank you page, it should reflect. Yep, there we go. So now we can write a header. So we'll come down here. We want to add a heading. I'm going to say enter your best name and contact info to, if I could only spell, discuss your project with us. Now the contact form, it's not really going after the estimate necessarily. It's kind of not the mindset, but enter your best name and contact info to discuss your project with us. Move this up to the top. Above that form, kind of disappeared. It's being weird. We'll click update. And then we'll come back to the contact page. We'll hit refresh. Let's see what happens. Yep. So now you've got your information here. All of these fields we can fill out. You can pick your state from the drop down. Good to go. So that is our first technically lead capture page that we've built on our website, and you can see we did that within a few minutes. So in the next video, we'll go over how to add these forms to your sidebars on all your pages, your blog posts, so that way you've got these contact forms all over your website to increase the amount. Essentially, it's building a bigger web to capture more leads.